Schools across the country are adapting as we prepare to head into the new school year in the midst of a pandemic. The Bakersfield City School District is starting the year with distance learning, but they're preparing now for the future. Tonight, during their second town hall, BCSD discussed health and safety protocols to prepare for when students return to campus. 23 ABC's Kylie Walker joins us live from BCSD tonight with the guidelines that have been put in place. Kylie?
Yes, Jess, tonight BCSD officials as well as a team of healthcare professionals describe what they expect the school year to look like once those students actually do return to in-class instruction. Now, although they do already have this plan in place, they want staff and students to know that these guidelines may change. During a virtual town hall meeting held Wednesday night, Deputy Superintendent Mark Lukey discussed health and safety protocols for Bakersfield City School District students once they physically return to the campus.
We recognize that the virus is all around us. We understand that even in the most safest conditions, that possibility still exists.
Lukey says students and staff will practice social distancing as well as follow state guidelines. The Director of Instructional Support Services, Dr. Tim Fullenwider, and his team of healthcare professionals also at the town hall.
We do have a concern about obviously health and safety of our kids and our staff. We are engaging in distance learning only at this time. We hope that in the near future we will see a reduction in cases in COVID-19. We'll be off that list and we'll be able to return.
And until Kern County is off the state's monitoring list, BCSD will stick with full distance learning. But when students do return, School Health Coordinator Terry Lindsay says all students from 3rd grade to high school will be required to wear a mask unless they are exempt by a healthcare provider. And if a student refuses, they will be excluded from in-class instruction.
And in these particular instances, the student will receive virtual instruction until the student is willing to comply with the state mandate.
Lindsay says students 2 years old and under are not required to wear face coverings. And from 2 years old to 2nd grade, students are strongly encouraged but not required. And facial coverings will be provided to staff and students. Teachers are required to wear a mask but can switch to a face shield when teaching the younger students and students with special needs.
This is for instructional purposes and the ability to communicate with those populations.
Staff will also take daily temperature checks upon arrival to work, and students will be required to take self-assessments at home with their parents based off of a guidance sheet that will be passed out. And if students are to experience symptoms while at school, Lindsay says they will be taken to an adult-supervised isolation room until parents can pick them up. Now, BCSD will hold their 3rd virtual town hall meeting on August 5th from 5:30 to 6:30, where they will speak with the community on mental health and social emotional learning supports. But for now, reporting in Bakersfield, I'm Kylie Walker, 23 ABC, connecting you.
All right, Kylie, thanks. The new school year begins for most districts around the county 2 weeks from today. And we understand many of you are agonizing over the upcoming year, and we want to help you and your family go safely back to school. For one small school district in the shadow of Bear Mountain, the challenge is to make sure every student is connected. This fall stretches far beyond its borders, just northeast of Arvin. The DiGiorgio School and district offices sit quietly near the end of Buena Vista Boulevard. A student body of just over 200 students who are truly learning from a distance. Terry Hollum is the president and the superintendent. He's spending his days trying to make sure all his students are connected this fall. Hollum says students in 2nd through 8th grade will have Chromebooks, but the biggest challenge comes in staying connected with families.
A lot of our families don't have access to internet, so we were able to use some hotspots for some of the families that didn't have internet. Our 2nd through 8th graders will be using Canvas, which is an online learning platform. Our kindergarten and 1st grade students, our teachers will be more in touch with them over the phone. You know, we'll be collecting work, grading work. It won't be like in the spring where it was just a pass-fail or a credit, no credit. It will be actual grades now.
The challenge doesn't end with technology. 98% of the student body receives free or reduced lunches. Last spring, the school was also a meal delivery service, and that will continue this fall. The campus remains closed for now, but Hallam is already planning for when kids return to make up for lost learning. And of course, we enjoy sharing stories of what districts around the county are doing to help kids get ready for distance learning to start the year. Each day this week, we've been covering a variety of topics in public and private schools, along with homeschooling and distance learning. If you missed any of this, you can find the stories on our website, turnto23.com.